Good morning. -4.5 last night. So we're gonna have an hour or so here before the combine can get rolling. Gotta let the frost melt first and then burn off second, but it's pretty sunny. No wind today, which is good because I swathed quite a bit of those peas last night and it makes such a fluffy swath. I'm pretty sure if you even had like a 15-kilometer-an-hour wind, probably the swath would blow away. So we got to take this international up. It's full of dry oats. I got to set up the auger in another empty bin because our feed bin is full of oats. Then our peas, they're actually dry. They're 15.5. One thing though, because there's so much weeds growing in there and the weeds are still green, we're actually getting quite a bit of, it's too bright that way, quite a bit of trash in the sample, and it's weed seeds and crushed up stock. So we're gonna make a couple of settings on the adjustments on the combine this morning when we get out there. I'll definitely film that because I haven't done that yet. So we're gonna make those and hopefully we can get some of that out, because that's one thing that'll bite you is the grain is dry, but the weeds and the material in with it that goes into the combine tank is not dry. So if you put that all in a bin, it will rot too. So it's important, super important to get that out of there. We're gonna put them in an air bin anyways, because we gotta, hopefully this stuff will make seed. It looks really nice. It's unbelievable how nice it looks for being so late in the year. Peas in our area, mid to the end of August should be combined. It's gonna be October 1st tomorrow and we're just starting. So they've seen quite a bit of rain, they've seen quite a bit of weather, they've seen 2 or 3 frosts already, they've seen 100 million Canada geese coming down and landing in there. They've seen the neighbors' cattle coming out and eating in there. They've basically seen it all. And you got to give them props for being at all green. They should be just a disaster, but they do look really nice. So we're going to head up. I'm going to take the international up. My dad's going to bring the backhoe up. There's one grain bin up there that's tilted a little bit. I just got made a fool of. We got everything up here, the backhoe. My dad brought the boards, the chainsaw, the level, and he looked and he's just like, that bin's level. And I said, no way, Dad. It's leaning way to the west. You're old, you don't even know things. And he's like, well, put the level on it. It is perfectly level. Like, I don't understand. I'm gonna even get it in the video. I still don't think it's level, but like you said, level doesn't lie. And we even upgraded. We got a new level that isn't bent, so it probably doesn't lie. I don't know. I'm gonna grab the tractor here now, set the auger in the bin so we can unload our oats into the crooked level bin. So we still have confusion. See, I thought this bin was leaning to the west, so we put the level on it, perfectly level, north to south, east to west. So then, you know, so my wife, she come up here, she walk up here with the kids, and I asked her to look. She's like, oh no, it's leaning. And then now we've decided maybe that one's crooked. So my dad took the level and went to see, because I don't know. Actually, standing here, it actually doesn't even look that crooked. Good afternoon. It is 1 o'clock. We're back out here on our half section of peas. I did a video of this when I sprayed it, and we knew that it was going to be tough going. So this isn't a shock to us what we're dealing with. But I figured I would videotape a good spot. See, I had a video and I joked about when my dad was younger, he remembers a lady saying, you know, sometimes you need the high spots and sometimes you need the low spots when you farm. So if there ever was an example of that, it's right now. See, this goes all the way up to the trees. That's a mile. So right now, I'm just actually swathing the high spots. So down there, that's all dead. You can see the ruts actually too. That's the ruts I made when I was seeding. So we also knew that it was a very unwise decision to try to seed this that wet. However, it was in the first week of June. We don't seed past the 5th on our farm. So we thought, you know what, if we can get anything, let's just, we'll put down a bunch of straight phos fertilizer with the peas, because you shouldn't lose the phos. and we already had the pea seed, so we didn't have to buy that. We cut out the inoculant and all that stuff, so it was just going to be a Hail Mary, and it ended up to be a complete disaster. So bad that all we're trying to do now is recoup the seed. These ridges aren't too bad. They're, you know, I expect up on top of the ridge it probably runs 10, 15, maybe even 20 bushels an acre in the good spots. The ridges will probably be about 20% of this whole half section. So you can probably average the whole 310 acres to be 2 bushels an acre. But if we can get 600-700 bushels of grain off of here, and it ends up being, you know, very good seed, you know, high germ, which it should be because it looks nice. It's not sprouted. It hasn't it's seen a couple of frosts, but I'm sure it was far enough along that the frost wouldn't have affected it by the time the frost hit it. You know, that'll be okay. 600 bushels of this kind of pea seed could run you as much as $9,000. $10,000. So if we can get that back, we figure it costs us about $50 an acre to seed peas. So to seed this whole entire thing probably cost us about $15,000. Now keep in mind that we knew this was going to be a write-off, so we cut everything way back. So we maybe were like $30 an acre to seed. So that's, you know, a little over $9,000 to seed this half of peas. I sprayed it once. I would have had to spray it anyways, so that's, you know, but actually I think that is even factored in there. So if we can get the $9,000 worth of seed back, you know, it ends up being a wash for the year. So that is why we're out here doing this. I'm sure some of the people, you know, driving by are probably shaking their heads and being like, what are those guys doing? But that is what we're doing. We're out here on the high spots, just trying to get enough pea seed to seed peas again next year. So that's a wrap for us for today. It isn't even very late. It's about 9 o'clock. We got all the trucks home. There's peas on all of them. There's still peas on my wife's combine, and my mom just finished up. She's on her way in now too. That's the last piece of equipment we had out there. And she's got peas on her combine. So, believe it or not, we got about 1,500 acres, or 1,500 bushels stored off of that 300 acres. Which, I mean, yeah, it's atrocious, and we knew it was going to be, but we got our seed back. And the way we swathed it and the way we worked it, we just did the ridges, so we didn't travel over the whole thing, so it was a little more efficient than having to just go round and round and round and round and round and round to try to get anything. We just went out, we got the good stuff, and we came back. So I think on the monitor on my swather, I had about 110 acres swathed, and my wife, she probably did 40 as well. So I guess, yeah, we averaged 10 bushels an acre, or 150 acres, or 100, I mean, we probably did whatever. Who knows? We probably did closer to 200 acres. But all in all, was okay. Oh man, when you walk out of the light, it gets crazy. So that's it for me. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna have a shower. None of us stopped for lunch today, I don't think. We're gonna go in, get cleaned up, have supper, go to bed, and tomorrow we're gonna start the canola. So that should be exciting.